Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Kari. It's a Tier 8 premium Japanese tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Ghost Town, and this one is under the command of Photobomber of FUN2. Now it's got a 127mm main gun, capable of 500 alpha and 252mm of pin with standard ammo. With the premium rounds, it's capable of, that's the standard rounds, so it's a 252 there, 298mm of pen. Now the standard reload on this thing is 12.75 seconds, and we can see here that Photobomber's managed to get it down to 10.45. And they should be able to get some good hunting on this map. You can see in very many ways, actually, this looks very similar to a Jagdpanther. And in fact, actually, the design started in 1943, but never reached the stages of actually producing a prototype. It was actually blueprints only. And in fact, in many ways, the Japanese army was starved of any of these tank destroyers, mainly down to the fact that the Japanese Navy was the one who got all the steel, as well as all the aircraft and most of the good crews as well. Okay, he's taken up an ambush position. We've got the K91 further down, so he might be able to spot the enemy. T43 moving up. Nobody doing a spotter job in the bushes directly. An enemy tank could actually creep all the way up in those bushes and would never be spotted. Tier 9 game with Tier 7 tanks, so yes, the SU-122-44, the premium tank destroyer next to us, is bottom tier. But he is an assault tank destroyer, so he has got armour on the front of his vehicle that can deflect shells, and he's reasonably quick as well. No sign of the enemy yet, and Photobomber having a good look round. K91's moving up. Okay. Well, we've been spotted. Somebody saw us. And there must be a light tank in those bushes that we don't know about. Now, there is Arty on the enemy team. They've got a GW Tiger and they've got an M12, and they could be dialing in on us right now. I would not be surprised. We've been spotted again. So somebody is definitely up ahead. Well, there is a heavy tank directly up ahead, that for sure. But I think there's somebody in those bushes. And the enemy does have a light tank, so it could be the AMX 1357, and we've been spotted again. Yep, somebody's firing at us. Okay, well, we've moved into a position, and enemy Arty's firing. Ow! Well, that was a near miss for 66, and there's the M12 as well, and he definitely got a direct hit on us. In fact, you can see the impact was right over our engine deck. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is not good. Okay, it's the Type 63s just around the corner. This is where that 500 alpha will come in awfully useful. I suspect the 1357 is somewhere in the bushes, just a short distance away, and he kept spotting us. And now we've lost the T43. Okay, we've got a spot on a Viz 44-1. Let's see what we can do to him. Well, not from this spot. We can't hit him from here. We go close to the ship, we'll get proxy spotted by the 63 and shot at by that Viz 44-1. You can see our T69's gone all in, and unfortunately that's not going to work out very well for him, I think. Because he's being shot at from the crossfire. T69's pulled back. Managed to get away with only half his hit points lost. Their Type 63, though, is being badly damaged. And it's the SU-122-44 who's getting shots on him. And our LTG, our light tank, is moving up. But if you notice something on the west side of the map, yeah, unfortunately, all of our defences on that side of the map have fallen. And now the enemy is actually being able to get near to our cap area. So we could have to return to our cap very shortly. We've been spotted again. That AMX 1357 must be to our left in the bushes. Every time we go up on the ramp, we get spotted. I think the LTG is checking out those bushes right now. Where are you? And enemy Arty firing again. And it's the M12, the one who got the hit the last time. And this time the GW Tiger does get a direct hit. We not only get stunned, but you also get damaged. So we're down to 1/3 of our hit points. And you can see the impact point. One of those shells hit the side of the vehicle. And yeah, so severe damage down to Arty. The amusing thing is that Photobomber is an Arty player, so he knows what it's like to deal the damage. Now the enemy have just been seen on the hill near our camp area, so now would be a good time to return back to the south end of the map and help our teammates, because there's very few enemy tanks in the town. They're all down the south end. And there's the Barask. The Barask was the one who was spotting us. He's just been found by the SU-122-44. And Photobomber suddenly realized who's actually very, very close to him right now. And the Barask does go down. He's taken out by the 45 TP. So he was the player who was actually spotting it. Wasn't the AMX 1357. In fact, he's to the south of us right now. And Photobomber is totally ignoring the fact that the enemy is very close to our cap. He's pushing on. Instead, now he's taking a risk if he does go this way, although the enemy assault appears to have faltered. And it looks like now they've only got a Super Hellcat left on that side. Now, if you're going to push, you'd be pushing into enemy tanks. You don't know where. They've got two heavies in the town. There's another heavy we don't know the whereabouts of, and that's the 50 TP, I think, and he fires a blind shot. Yeah, it's a 50 TP. We don't know where he is. The 50 TP prototype. We know where the MX 50-120 was seen, and we know where the Viz 44-1 is. Okay, the GW's up here. No, that's the rocks. You're going to hit the rock. Load the... Oh, well, he's got an armor piercing with a premium armor piercing. He's loading the HE instead, which is good. So at least he's not going to waste it. The HE rounds are capable of doing 630 and 90mm of pen. So he should be able to wipe out a GW Tiger with one round. Well, he didn't, but the GW goes in for the ram as he should, and he gets a few hit points lost, but he kills him with the next round. GW's got such a long reload. Now stay here just for the moment to go unspotted, and now he can pull out. Okay, nobody in sight at the moment. We're one down on the enemy, but we've spotted two enemy vehicles, including the 50 TP, who happens to be in a way AFK. Wipes out the M12. So he's killed both Arty's. That's Pascucci's medal. Now he just needs to finish off the 50 TP prototype. One shot in. Low roll 473. Can do it with standard ammo. The guy's not moving, he's AFK. Second round. Might be worth aiming for the engine bay. I know he wants the ammo rack. Another low roll, 473. Got a high roll on the second shot with the 536. This will be the kill. And he gets it. The Borsig on the enemy team suddenly realised what danger they're in, and he's returning. There's only two left on the enemy team, three on their team now. problem the enemy have got is that all they've got is the AMX-50 120 is badly damaged and a full health Borsig. Now the Borsig could do some considerable damage, but he is a very lightly armoured vehicle and you could kill him with HE rounds, and that's why Photobomber's loaded the HE, because of course he knows how vulnerable Borsigs are to an HE round. Here he is. Hello. Takes the hit, 512, which if you recall, that's a low roll. Should 630 alpha. He's actually loading a standard HE, standard armor piercing rubber. Of course, he will get a pen, no problem at all. No armor on the Borsig, so, well, minimal. The Borsig's not really going defensive. There's the AMX-50 120. Take him out now. One shot. Oh, and the Borsig gets the kill on us. But our teammates are still sitting down the other end of the map. Yes, it was the low hit points that the enemy GW left us on that's caused the problem there. Still, it was a good game in terms of damage, 3,159. And of course, 4 kills. It should be no problem whatsoever for the SU-122-44 to take out the Borsig. It's got a 390 alpha. If it's got the one, well, it has to have the 120mm because it's premium. So 122mm, I should say. So yes, he'll easily take out the Borsig. And if he doesn't, then the K91 PT will. It's a pity that we haven't switched to the nearest player. Might have to deploy the free camera in a second. Now, one of them needs to go into the town, and it ought to be the SU-122-44, actually, but K91's volunteered to do it. In fact, he's skirting around the edge of the town. I don't think the Borsig's going to be there, to be honest. The Borsig's got any smarts, he'd go to the hill and plant himself on top of the hill, wait for the enemy to come to the cap, and then he'd take snipes at them. He knows they're low on hit points. 268, that's all they've got left. Whereas he's got 678, so he's a 2-shot for those guys down below. Nope, not in sight at all. They're being very cautious. And the SU-122 sticking in the bushes. Ah, that's good. Okay, so Photobomber switched to the SU-122-44. As I said, I think they go up on top of the hill, but if they were up on top of the hill, and that's the 2-minute warning, then the K91 would have died the first time that he went round in front of those buildings. It's the very well angled armor on the front of the 122-44. It's why it bounces so many shells. Trouble is that people don't play it as an assault tank destroyer. They try to snipe from a distance. And it is actually much better if you play it right up front and personal with the enemy and bounce rounds off them. You have to keep your face to the enemy though, because the sides are fairly weak on armor. Okay, he's decided to go into the cap, and he needs to be joined by the K91 because they're under 1 minute now. So we're just about to be under 1 minute. And the K91 is ignoring it. So this is going to end up a draw because the K91 doesn't know how to play the game, which is rather a pity, really. Come on, K91, get your act together. And now that he's in the cap, it's just enough time to lose the game. Because if the enemy fires one round to get a reset, we've lost it. and it's a draw. No, they are going to win. It looks to me like the Borsigs decided to chicken out and go somewhere else to hide. Oh, they have one with a second to spare. Okay. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first second-class tanker for Photobomber in the Kari, the premium Japanese tank destroyer. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A master gunner for getting 5 armor-penetrating shots in a row, as well as a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, as well as a fire effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. He took out both enemy SPGs, which earned him the Pascucci's medal, and he also got a tank sniper for getting the most damage at a distance of 300 meters or more, at least 8 shots. His win rate in that game, 4,622, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he managed to get the highest damage in the game, but didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he picked out, didn't get the high caliber. 3,159 hit points of damage went to Photobomber. Second highest damage went to the Viz 44-1 with 2,954. Third highest damage went to the Viz 4502, 2,290 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, you got the highest number of those, 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Jagdpanther on the enemy team, got a Pascucci's medal as well. And 2 kills went to the T-29, the SU-122-44, and on the enemy team, the AMX 5120 and the TL7 both got 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,043 means he's the only one to get over 1,000 base in the game. 876 went to the T-29. 856 went to the VK-4502A. He fired only 10 rounds in the game, got 9 direct hits on the enemy and 8 penetrations. 1 splash, damage of 3,159 hit points, of which 1,900 were more than 300 meters. 4 hits received from the enemy, 1 of them penetrated, 5 splash. Yes, the Arty shots really did take it out of him early in the game. And I think that when the GW hit him, then it was really, really bad for him. And that's why he was a quick kill for the Borsig. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, the Arty, and I think that 50 TP prototype. 5 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, and he earned a profit of 87,849 credits for the game. And he also took away 6,416 experience points after completing a mission for 3,130. So the Kari, it's very much like the Jagdpanther in its design, and it does have very strong armor at the front of the vehicle, but it's very weak on armor on the actual hull. Most of the armor around the vehicle is only 50 millimeters, so it's very, very weak. But it does have 200 millimeters on the front next to the mantlet. So it's very strong there. So from a hull down position, it's very good. And the armor on the front is very well angled. So more than likely, it's going to bounce around that comes in directly at the upper plate. But you don't really want to test the lower plate at all or the sides of the vehicle. So keep your face to the enemy, as Photobomber did in the game. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.